Hi, it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs, and today we're doing a very special video all about the angels. This is all about, signs that your angels are actually trying to contact you, because they might already be doing that and you're not aware of it. So we're going to get into that today and talk a little bit more about that. So feel free to say hello, tell me where you're coming from, tell me if you've noticed the angels connect to you. That's what it's all about, is angels today. So we're going to get into, really it's an article which I'm doing a little video on, and you'll notice there are some changes to this one from the article that we'll be posting on the site, because some interesting things have been happening today and over the last few days, a few really big challenges coming up. So I'm going to share a little bit about that with you as we get into the article. So the first thing that I really want you to know is that we all have the ability to connect to the angels, to the angelic realm. And it doesn't matter who you are, what faith you follow, they are absolutely available to you, but you need to know how to hear them. That's the key. It's learning the signs and the subtle different ways that the angels will speak to you, and that's what we're going to do in this article now. So hello there to Robbie. Hi, you're always on our videos, thanks for watching. Let's just break it down with the basics. So talk about what are angels, because people have different perspectives. But the angels are really just divine beings of light from another higher dimension. And they're here to guide us, to help us, to support us, and to help protect us as we move through our lives. And they lead us with different types of synchronicities. They can warn us against danger as well. And they are the ultimate embodiment of pure, unconditional love. When you're in the presence of an angel, there is no judgment. There's no criticism. Even if you don't heed their warnings, even if you don't listen, they'll still absolutely comfort you. They're wonderful beings, but not everybody is consciously in touch with their angels. I certainly wasn't at one point in my life, and your angels might already be trying to contact you and you're missing the signs. So in this video, what we're going to do is cover the top signs that the angels are actually trying to contact you right now, and helping you to be able to actively contact them if that's not the case. So I wanted to go into a little section about, but really I needed to expand on what's been happening more recently, because I've had a lot of challenges today, and I'm telling you, the angels are real, because they've been there to support us. You might notice the video is just a little bit different than usual, and I'm not quite my normal self, because I've been kind of shaking a little bit with some of the challenges that we've had. And we've had technical difficulties, so usually you'll see me with a little printout of the article and I'm reading away. Today we've had to make some other arrangements, so you'll see me looking at my laptop so that I can read big challenges. And when I realised that I was having technical difficulties and I wasn't going to be able to print out the article, I needed to adapt. I needed to change the plan of the way I was looking at things and the way they were going, and make adjustments. And things had already been running behind, and I started to record the meditation. That's this month's meditation, the Angel's Prayer. That's what it's all about. And as I started to record that, we actually got extra, because something just wasn't quite feeling quite right as we finished the meditation, and we got all this extra information and an extra meditation really added to that, to help you to send out a call when you need a cry for help. And that's been coming up in a big way, because I was talking about spiritual awakening. There are peaks and troughs throughout this journey. So, sometimes you need to call out and get some help. Sometimes you literally need to cry for help. And that's where the angels come in. So fortunately, I was able to record an additional part of the meditation, so slightly longer than the ones we've had before. It's going to be a two-part thing. So we've got the first part, which is the normal meditation, connecting to your angels and feeling and sensing them, opening up to signs and messages that they're around you. And then we've got the second part, which became a cry for help. Now, some really interesting things happened right in the middle of me recording that meditation, and I'm going to share some of that later in more detail. But quite often when we try to do light things, we try to call in that light energy, any dark energy that is within you, around you, whatever name you want to give it, whether it's entities or negative energy or negative forces. Sometimes that stuff starts to rise up because it doesn't really want you to move into that more positive space. and that's definitely been happening as I was recording the meditation. We had some technical difficulties, we had some things breaking, and it's actually recorded in the video. You'll see that in the meditation. We had a little accident. So there was a lot of things that happened today, and furthermore, this is where I can show you the angels are definitely helping. We were running a little bit late, my partner and I, today, and at one point he was injured. He hurt himself and there was blood everywhere. It was really not a good situation, and we were panicking. It was like, okay, if we go to A&E to get this all sorted, there's a good chance that we'll be there all day. So, you know, we're going to probably miss the launch and not manage to launch the meditation on time, not be able to do the live video. And also we're going to be in a really negative environment. We're very sensitive to the energy around us, like you guys, you know, light workers. And it's not good to be there on a Friday night when there's, you know, alcohol and drugs and conflict and all those negative energies. So we're thinking, gosh, what are we going to do? So we had to think quick on our feet and decided to go to a local doctor's surgery and just see if someone would be able to take a look at it and help him out. So the first place we went, we couldn't get any help. And as we were making our way to the second place and we're saying, oh please, you know, I hope this works out okay, I said, let's put a call out to the angels, let's ask for them to help us in this, to help it all go smoothly so that we can still do all the things we need to do today. And we turned up at the second doctor's surgery, and we were very lucky to be welcomed in by a lovely nurse who took us in straight away and was so kind and so helpful, really a lovely embodiment of that nurturing angelic energy really, and was able to help us, which meant we didn't have to go to the hospital, we didn't have to be in negative energy. I was still able to do the launch. It was fantastic. And right when she was treating my partner, I looked over and I saw this beautiful massive orb, like such a big circular orb of an ultraviolet kind of iridescent colour, just blinked right in front of her, and it just brought me to the awareness of I'd asked for help from the angels, and there they were, right in the moment of panic and crisis and oh gosh, it's all gone wrong. They were there to help us. So I know the angels are real. It's just a matter of calling them in and asking for their help. But I've actually got some really interesting photographs and some different things that have been coming up to do with entity issues. I know that's something we looked at a couple of months ago, and so I just want you to know that I'll be sharing those soon. I'm really excited to share some of that with you because it's pretty dramatic, some of the things that have been happening, but it actually turned out really positive because it became an example of something that I can show you how to bounce back from when these things happen, because they will on your light worker's journey. Every time you move into a positive energy, some sort of negative thing will rise up to rumble you a little bit and throw you off path. It's happened to me many times and it still does. It's just part of that spiritual awakening process and moving forward. So I think it'll be really helpful, and later in the week I'm going to launch another blog post probably, or a video, and just give you a bit more insight into what happened there. So I'm very excited. So to answer your question, real, and they're helping us all the time. What I want you to really know from this video is that yes, angels are real, and yes, they can absolutely help you in your life, but the important thing you need to know is that they can't help unless you let them. And what I mean by that is that the angels are from a realm where they are governed by the law of free will. They will not interfere in your life. They won't take charge without you actively giving them permission to step in and to assist you. They won't overrule you in any way, shape or form, because they're really loving beings, and they accept that even if you want to struggle and make it difficult for yourself, that's your choice. So they will always support you in whatever you're doing. So it's important to acknowledge the angels and also to give them permission to help. So even if you need to do that out loud, you can do it silently in your mind, just putting that out there to say, you know, please can you help me in this situation? Please can you come to my aid for the highest good of everyone concerned? If you can put that out there, the angels will come to your aid, but you've got to ask for their help. You can't expect for them just to turn up without you actively inviting them into your life and giving them that permission. They're very step the mark or make your decisions for you, but they will lead you to your best life, and they will absolutely rush to your aid when you put that call out. When you're really in desperation, you're really in a dark place, the angels will be there. So let's get on to the 11 signs that your angels are trying to contact you. And I apologise for looking away from the camera all the time to check this article. Just making sure we're on. Signs that your angels are actually trying to contact you would be things like seeing white feathers, seeing white birds like doves, or you may be out walking somewhere and you just see a feather just float down and you think, that's odd, where did that come from, or how did I happen to notice that? It's the angels letting you know that they're there. And similarly, secondly, seeing orbs or lights, seeing flickers of colour, seeing something that's just a little shimmer of something where you think, I thought I saw blue there, or I thought I saw pink. And the angels quite often come through with colours like that, pale iridescent colours like pink and blue, or white with a hue of pink or blue through it. So keep an eye open for that. And just like me today in that doctor's surgery, looking and seeing that beautiful big orb, they were letting me know that they were there and they were assisting us. Feeling tingly energy on your face, on your shoulders, even noticing pleasant scents. So you might smell something that's like flowers or perfume. It's usually quite floral in nature, is another indicator that they're there. Finding coins, people say pennies from heaven, but it's true. Finding coins in your pathway sometimes can be an indicator that they're there. And particularly if you're putting out a message and you're asking for these to be showing up for you, if it means something to you, they'll use what means something to you to communicate with you, so watch out for that. Also things like angel references, so seeing angel references in music, books, TV and ads, anything that shows up anywhere around you, even in things like toys. You might be out somewhere and you notice an ornament or something, it's just that angel visual coming up all the time. Rainbows are a good indicator of angels, and rainbows always have that energy of comfort and kind of uplifts you. That's the energy of the angels. Number sequences, so I know a lot of you guys going through the spiritual awakening process see a lot of number patterns like 444, 1111, 333, things like that. These are indicators and you can actually look them up online. So if you notice numbers standing out to you, look them up online. Just type in angel number and the number that you're seeing that stands out to you all the time, and you'll get a little message, and you'll be able to read that and just see what stands out to you, because that's what's going to show up. Even something so simple as sensing comfort or unconditional love when there's nobody around you, when you're on your own, or hearing a high-pitched ringing in the ears, that kind of really high-pitched tone or frequency, big indicator that the angels are around. And lastly, the last kind of top sign that I would mention are angel cards, because you might have angel cards of your own, but now we're in a place where if you're on things like Pinterest or Facebook or different social media, they might be popping up in other people's posts or in groups that you're in. Those cards find their way to you, and specifically angel cards, not tarot cards, but angel cards are really big indicator that the angels are trying to get really quite a fully formed message right in front of you, so take notice when those things show up. So one of the things I wanted to cover was, how do you know if it's a sign or if it's just your imagination? Because that's the big worry that comes up is, is this really a sign from my angels, or am I just imagining it because I want things to be okay? The key difference is that when you get a sign, you also get a slightly warmer sense inside. It comes with a little, or sometimes a big wave of comfort. It can come with comfort, and it can be perceived as love or warmth or contentment, safety, relief, just knowing that everything will be okay. So that feeling, that's the angels, that's what they can bring, is that feeling of like, it's going to be okay. And they can really bring hope even when things feel completely unbearable, even when you're at crisis point, the darkest night of the soul or the hardest time you've had. They are there with that soothing embrace, and it reminds us that we're never truly alone, never ever truly alone. So they do some really beautiful things. So I would be interested to hear in the comments if you guys have connected with angels before. Let me know if you notice any signs or anything that's specific to you that lets you know that your angels are around. And you might notice that because this meditation has been coming up in this video we were planning on doing, whether you knew it or not, there may have been signs that have been coming up over the last few weeks or days because it's ready to be acknowledged, and your angels want you to know that it's them speaking to you. So That's what they're doing. So if you would like some help to connect with your angels, our brand new meditation can help with that. So it's called the Angel Prayer. It's a lovely meditation, and it's now in 2 parts because that was really interesting how that changed. We've got a calming and relaxing part that's just to connect with your angels, to feel their energy, and to draw them into your life, to give them that permission, to give you signs, symbols and messages, guidance to lead you forward. And then we've got the second part, which is a cry for help. So if you're really in a dark place or having challenges and struggles that you don't know how to move through right now, and you need that help and support, you need those answers, that's where we're going to start to activate that and bring that energy in for you, to bring you comfort and help you move forward in your path, to let you know that everything's okay. So the Angel Prayer meditation will help you to connect with your angels, to be guided and assisted by your angels in your life or your awakening, to gain additional strength and support from the angelic realm. They're very strong, the angels. Feel their unconditional love and their soothing comfort, and to get signs from the angels to help lead you towards your best life. That's what they're all about. They always want to lead you to your highest good, and the highest good of everyone involved. So they're pretty good to ask for help if you want to make sure things are balanced with everyone else in your life and every other situation in your life, so that it's a good outcome for everyone. If you haven't ever done these meditations before, you need to think of it a little bit like a cross between an intuitive energy healing session and a relaxed guided meditation. It's a little bit like a cross between the two. You'll be energetically connected to your guides, to your angels, and will be opening the gateway so that you can receive their comfort, their unconditional love, their support, and their guidance through signs in your daily life. And it's a pre-recorded video. It's got all the healing, the clearing and the energetic adjustments that you need to be able to do that, and it's a calm and relaxing meditation that is completed in less than maybe 10 or 15 minutes. These are broken up into parts, so very, very gentle. It's only open for the next 7 days, so we close next Friday, so be mindful of that. And you can take a little look and see if it feels like a fit for you. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.